Hello everyone, welcome back to Tips of the Trade, where I give tips and advice on all things related to the entertainment industry. Today we are talking to our singers out there. I'm here again with my guest expert, Sara Leib, fabulous singer, vocal coach, and voice teacher with Voice Studio LA, creator of the vocal warm-up app VOXERCISE. If you missed our other videos, the links will be below. Check them out. Today we're going to be talking about how to gain breath support. This is obviously for singers. Breath support is just super important. So what are your suggestions for this?
So I have 3 tips for how to really work on breathing and gaining breath support. The first is understanding how the vocal mechanism works in the first place. And that is, we have 2 vocal cords. They sit right basically here behind the thyroid cartilage, which you can think of as the Adam's apple. Again, there's not going to be a test. You don't have to remember these words, but I like to say them so that if you read about them, you see some other person who's less amazing than Ava on YouTube talking about it, you'll know. You'll know what we're talking about. So those cords sit like this, and they come together in the front and apart in the back. Air comes in through the mouth, down through the open vocal cords, down the trachea and into the lungs. As opposed to anything else like food or water, when we swallow, we have this piece of cartilage called the epiglottis that closes so we don't aspirate and die, and food and water goes down the esophagus and into the stomach. So anything we breathe then gets suctioned in down into the lungs. And the way that happens is we have this muscle called the diaphragm. People like to say, use your diaphragm. It's a terrible directive. It's part of our sympathetic nervous system. We can't directly control it. That'd be like saying, make your heart beat at 88, now 100. That's just ridiculous. So we're talking about the diaphragm, which sits here just above the bottom of the rib cage. I'm going to show it up here just so you can see. It moves down involuntarily, and as long as your nostrils or mouth are open, that suctions air into the body and into the lungs. So, easiest way then to do that, moving into tip number 2, first, understanding how it works. Second, tip number 2, allowing the air in freely. I'm going to turn it off so you can hear me breathe, hopefully. If I do this, even if I'm taking the right singing breath and a proper singing breath and the whole thing, instead of this happening, this is happening. Right, I'm putting my hands here so you can really see. I can take in a breath and still have kind of a closed throat. So you hear these directives, keep an open throat. What that means is not this. I'm taking this really loud breath, and my trachea, well, really my throat, is going. So, think of straws, boba straw, regular straw, or milkshake straw, regular straw. What's more efficient at getting milkshake in your mouth quickly? If you're dying for a milkshake, clearly the milkshake straw, the thicker one. Right, so if we do this, blah, and relax the throat, you can see I'm getting a lot more in a shorter amount of time. So keeping a relaxed throat to allow the air in freely is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is once you have that air in and you're letting it out, either as an exercise as a hiss, blowing, or of course singing a song or singing a warm-up. What you're thinking about is not muscular tension here of your abdominal muscles and to some degree your intercostals. We're not going, if you run out of air. We're not tensing up. We want to think rather than of tension, of muscular engagement. I can hold that for a really long time without ever going, because what happens when you do that, right? This is not pooping or constipation. This is singing. And when you tense up your abs, try it at home. The rest of your shoulders and your neck all tense up too. And we want to keep those things free. So tip number 3, I would say, is thinking of muscular engagement. We have to use those muscles. We don't have to tense them up. So with regard to gaining or working on better breath support, tip number 1, understanding the breathing mechanism. Tip number 2, allowing the air in freely. And tip number 3, so that you can let the air out, thinking of muscle engagement rather than muscle tension. We're not going, we're just allowing the air out and using our musculature to be the thing that engages to help that air stay at the same velocity or change velocities when you're changing notes. We all breathe, and we all breathe all the time. And like, if you're alive, you're breathing. If you're alive, you're using your diaphragm. So like, use your diaphragm, not the greatest directive. But if I allow the breath in, I'm allowing my body to do what it knows how to do. So Mother Nature or God or whoever created us, whatever you believe in, designed our bodies this way. So now let's use our body this way to allow for things to naturally happen. And to force my body to do this. Bodies don't usually like it when you force them to do anything.
I don't think anything anyone does.
Yeah.
It's a good life lesson.
I mean, yeah, right? Like, think about that. That was deep.
We get pretty deep here on this channel. Thank you so much. You are truly an expert in the sense that I could talk to you all day. I feel like I could ask you any question about singing and you would know the answer. It's amazing.
Thanks. If I don't, I'm happy to say, I don't know, and then I'll look it up and then we figure it out.
If you would like to know more about Sara, all of her links will be below. Voice Studio LA if you are in Los Angeles. VOXERCISE, the warm-up app for singers, available right now. You can download it on your phone, take it everywhere with you. Truly amazing. And YouTube channel, everything will be there. Sara, you rock.
Thank you. Ava Gaudet, you rock.
See you next time. Bye.